Distantly related to the likes of vultures, kites, buzzards, and hares, the secretary bird is basically an eagle wearing bicycle shorts on really long legs. Legs that go on for days. Longer than any other bird of prey, actually. But there's a lot more to them than just their legs. Welcome to Animaltube.tv. Today we're bringing you the secretary bird, the killer queen. Now, unlike their raptor cousins, secretary birds spend the majority of their time with their feet on the ground, mostly hunting for food. That doesn't mean they can't take to the air when necessary. Talented flyers, they soar when it's time to nest and roost up in their favorite acacia at night. When they fly, they trail their long legs behind them in the air. It's their remarkably long legs that are their moneymakers, giving them an intimidating height of as much as 4 feet 3 inches. Another notable feature is the dramatic black crest of feathers on the back of their heads and the whitish-gray feathers that cover their bodies. Their bare faces are yellow, orange, or red. You can find this truly majestic species in Africa, all the way from Senegal east to Somalia and south to South Africa, across open grasslands and savanna of the sub-Saharan region. Using their exceptionally long legs, they regally stroll through the grasses, looking for something to snack on, usually an unfortunate snake. Now let's talk hunting, because you're looking at seasoned killers. Often you'll find secretary birds roaming in loose pairs or small family groups, stalking through the grass in search of their next meal. Secretary birds are notoriously known for their peerless ability to capture and ruthlessly kill snakes of all sorts. Even venomous snakes normal animals won't come near with a 10-foot pole. Secretary birds came to be these killers by using 2 clever techniques. They catch prey by chasing it down, and then they either keep striking at it with their bill, or the more brutal version, they stomp on the prey until it's either dead or shocked enough for the bird to swallow it, usually whole. When tested for just how powerful they are, an adult male was trained to strike at a rubber snake on a force plate. It was found to be capable of hitting with a force equal to 5 times its own body weight, with a contact period that was only 10 to 15 milliseconds. They're also known to plod up to 20 miles in a day. When pursued, they rely on their extremely long legs for speed in order to escape. When it's time to attack, the secretary bird makes for a fierce sight. It spreads both its expansive wings, which can be 75 to 85 inches wide. It raises its feathered crest at the back of its head. It's actually believed that the infamous terror birds from the dinosaur age some 5 million years ago used this very same attack method. Opportunistic to the bone, secretary birds are known to be savvy enough to take advantage of disasters and recent fires to scavenge. They stalk the burn sites for small injured prey that are unable to escape the blaze and are without plant cover. Now let's take a moment to discuss this bird's iconic name, secretary birds. The name is thought to originate from the 1800s when Europeans first took notice of these birds. At that time, European male secretaries' fashion consisted of wearing gray tailcoats and dark knee-length pants. You starting to see the resemblance yet? European secretaries would also put goose quill pens behind their ears. There's another theory of the origin of their name. It's thought to be derived from the Arabic words sakr et ter, which can be roughly translated to hunter bird. But then we have their scientific name, Sagittarius serpentarius, which we know means the archer of snakes. Because they've spent centuries and millennia hunting snakes, secretary birds have made it an art they've mastered, so much so that when a snake dares striking back at a secretary bird, it ends up with a suffocating mouthful of feathers from the secretary bird's 6-foot wingspan. Secretary birds' lower legs are also specially protected from snake bites with scales. Secretary birds are one of those birds that live traditional lives, mating for life. Their love stories take place both up in the air and on the ground. They can perform elaborate aerial courtship displays called pendulum flights, during which they swoop down, then up again, over and over again. Once the match is perfect, the mating pair builds a nest of sticks, twigs, mammal fur, dung, grasses, and leaves together after finding an acacia tree. Their nest can reach up to 8 feet across. This nest is their home for the next few years, with them adding to it season after season. Females lay about 3 blue-green eggs, which both parents incubate. After 50 days, the eggs hatch and both parents care for their baby chicks. After about 3 months, the young birds fledge. Unlike most birds of prey, secretary bird parents are capable of often raising more than one chick successfully. We're not the only ones to admire the majesty of secretary birds. You can find them being admired throughout history. In ancient Egyptian culture, the bird is depicted on an ivory knife handle recovered from Abu Zaydin in Upper Egypt that dates back to the Nakata III culture from 3200 BC. The Maasai people, a Nilotic ethnic group inhabiting northern, central, and southern Kenya and northern Tanzania, used to burn the bird's feathers as the resulting smoke was inhaled to treat epilepsy. And that's all we have, folks. What'd you think of these killer queens? Let us know in the comments below. Now, before you close this video, make sure to press the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell button. Thanks, and I'll see you all next time.